Okay, so just before the month of May comes to an end after this weekend, I do want to say thanks to everyone who came to watch me on Kick to wish me a happy birthday. My birthday was about a week ago, but I tend to give everyone up until the end of May to wish me a happy birthday before the month is over. I'm just that kind of guy. I keep my birthday celebration going on for like everyone up until till like the till the month is over. With that being said, I do think it's safe to say that I've had a pretty good birthday this year. And more importantly, though, I'm pretty sad to see my birthday month go so fast. At the same time, though, there is a lot for me to look forward to for the month of June. We have the new Star Fox game coming out. Donkey Kong 64 is going to be on the N64 NSO service, which is going to be great. I'll be playing that for quite a long time. As a matter of fact, I think it suffices for me to say right now that I definitely owe the Nintendo Switch 2 a major apology. I was actually nice enough at the very least when it first came out last year to actually give it a chance to see how things are going to go. Now, yes, I will definitely say the Switch 2 had a rough start. The console being around $500, give or take. I understand, that's a big deal, but honestly, the price of the console itself is actually the least of my worries. What really bothered me though when the Switch 2 came out was the price of all the games. Yeah, the console being $500 is one thing, but the games being $80 is definitely another. I actually had to make the choice to skip on Metro Prime 4 the last holiday season. And the reason why, well, there are a couple of reasons why I did this actually. One was that Metro Prime 4 being like $70 for the Switch 2, that was just too much for me. I just didn't want to spend like that much money on a single Switch game. I mean, I know Metro Prime 4 is good to some people, but I just didn't feel ready to play it for myself. And on top of it too, this year is the Legend of Zelda's 40th anniversary, so it goes without saying. I've decided to save my money, for whatever Zelda comes out this year. I know that there's still a rumor of the Ocarina of Time remake, which is likely going to be true at this point. At the same time, though, I also have to anticipate the fact that there could be more Zelda along the way as well. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen at this point. I mean, Nintendo could likely throw out another direct, like out of the blue, just like they did with the new Star Fox game, which to be honest didn't really bother me that much. I mean, I know it was like last minute, I had like little time to prepare, but the good thing about it too, though, is that the Star Fox Direct came out just after my work day, my work shift. I mean, and I can definitely tell you right now that I've enjoyed every moment of the Star Fox Direct. Everything about the Star Fox Direct was very spot on, and the Star Fox game has already sold out like in terms of like pre-orders like everywhere you go now. Thankfully for me, I don't really have to like worry about getting it like physically. I'd rather get digital games. I've also joined the Stop Killing Games movement, by the way, most because I don't agree with I don't like the whole buying is not owning kind of thing. I mean, if you're gonna buy a game digitally, you still fucking own it, okay? I don't trust in the bullshit that like buying is owning. If buying isn't owning, then there's nothing wrong with us having to sail the seven seas, or in this case, sail the Great Sea, if you know what I mean. But that's beside the point, though. The point is Star Fox being $50 digitally for the Switch 2. That is definitely a price I can tolerate. Okay, it's a fair price for the game. And I think it's suffice to say that the Nintendo learned a valuable lesson with the $80 games that they've had since last year. Mario Kart World is still dead, in my opinion. And I know Yoshi's I forgot the name of the game already. Like Yoshi's Mysterious Book or something. I can't remember the name exactly. That game I know is also going to be $50 digitally, but it's not a game that I'm going to be getting for myself though, because I mean, again, I want to save my money for Zelda. If there's a Trails game that I'll get on sale, I'll definitely go for it. I've been getting into the Trails series by Neon Falcon, which is a great RPG game, by the way. It's awesome. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but I've been playing a lot of Trails of Cold Steel. I beat Trails in the Sky just about a week ago. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but the ending of the game definitely made me cry. It was just very, very, very strong in terms of like the content. So with that being said, I do want to apologize to the Switch 2 for misjudging it. I know the Switch 2 does have some flaws of its own, but to simply put it though, I can overlook the flaws and just enjoy the system like normal. I just wish the only problem that I have though is that the Joy-Con for the Switch 2 have like one single color. Like it's just like monochromatic, like no color whatsoever. It would be really nice to see some sort of like design on the Joy-Con here, just like on these other ones here that I have. These are the shells from the Extreme Rate, by the way. This is what I prefer. I'd rather have something like this instead of having like a console that's just like one color. Can you really blame me? I grew up in the '90s, so a controller with no personality is definitely a somewhat of a turnoff for me. The Joy-Con 2, however, are much larger for my big hand, so they're much more comfortable. I got the script on Amazon. I'll have the link. Well, I don't think they're selling these right now, but well, if it's sold out, I probably can't share the link. But I got this really nice script on Amazon that works really well for me. So yeah, I mean, I can't really say anything else. I'm just really glad that I gave the Switch 2 a chance when I needed it to. I just hope that the Nintendo will continue to learn their lesson with it and make sure that the games are affordable at the very least, especially during these nasty times that we're in right now. Unfortunately, though, the video game industry is in such a bad shape still. It still pains me, even though I may not be an owner for a PlayStation or even a Steam Deck, but even still, it just pains me to see the price of these other consoles go up so high. What's really ironic right now is that the Nintendo Switch 2, yeah, I know it's still going to be like very pricey. It's still the cheapest system in the market. So, in the worst case, if you guys need to get a new system for whatever reason you have, the Switch 2 may be your best option at this point. I don't want to be too pessimistic with what will happen in the future. I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna be more green about the matter, and just hope that things are gonna get better in the future, and hopefully things will go back to normal, especially with all the AI stuff. I'll talk about the whole AI thing in another video because there's a lot I need to talk about in that sense. So stay tuned for that whenever I'm ready to talk about it. So anyway, this is Major League Gaming logging out. Thank you for watching. Take care.